Hi guys, Matt V's Movies back for another video today, and we're looking at part 5 of my mini series of videos. I'll be back, the Terminator files, Terminator Genisys. Okay, so we're going to do a bit of a closer look at these two editions today. Just before we start the video, if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing to the channel, clicking the subscribe button and clicking the bell notification so you'll be notified when I release a new video, and leave a comment if you wish. Okay, so Terminator Genisys came out in 2015. It was rated a 12A in this country, in the UK. Ran for 2 hours and 6 minutes. Brief summary of the film. John sends Kyle to the year 1984 to protect his mother, Sarah, from being killed. When the timeline is altered, Kyle asks her to travel to the year 2017 to stop an AI system that wants to end mankind. Its initial release was on the 25th of June in 2015, and that was in Singapore. The director was Alan Taylor, and the budget for this film was between $155 and $158 million, and the box office return was $440.6 million. So again, this one made a profit. The cast included returning Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, Emilia Clarke as Sarah Connor, Jai Courtney as Carl Reese, Jason Clarke as the T-3000, Matt Smith, the T-5000, Lee Bung-hun as the T-1000. So, what did I think of this film? Well, I think they were kind of trying to do like a bit of a reboot to this franchise at the time. It was kind of sort of obviously events from the first film, and it had some good ideas, but again, I feel it was kind of wasn't really for me. I didn't mind the film. Again, I feel that possibly the Terminator franchise has kind of been exhausted, if I'm honest. Well, as I said in my last video with Terminator Salvation, I thought it was sort of a fresh take on things, and it would have been interesting to explore that kind of sort of storyline that they kind of set up, and sort of in the future. But this one kind of comes back to, we'll see, having Arnold Schwarzenegger in the role, which is nice again, obviously. But yeah, again, this one didn't really feel like it worked for me. It felt a little bit of a mess. It's kind of difficult to understand, sort of, with all the timeline stuff. It was got a bit confusing. Interestingly, this one was in 3D. The only Terminator release in 3D, I believe. I don't think Dark Fate came out at the cinema in 3D. I may be wrong on that, but I don't think there's a 3D release of that one. But yeah, it was a good 3D presentation. I quite enjoyed that. Yeah, I mean, it is entertaining, an entertaining film, but again, kind of felt not as good as, certainly not as good as the first two films, and probably more for me, probably on a par with Terminator 3. Felt more sort of, yeah, sort of not quite sort of hitting the levels of the first two films, but nevertheless an entertaining watch. Yeah, I've got some nice additions, obviously, to show here today. So we've got two Film Arena editions here. We go into each one in a bit of a closer look. We'll start with this one. Okay, so we've got a nice design on the front here with the title at the bottom. This is like a velvet finish to this. It's a very nice feeling box, quite sturdy in a box there, and then the art on the back, Arnold, the spine, and the top, he's back. This one was limited to 1,000 copies, and my copies 153. Now, again, this was a pickup on eBay. I think I was just bought this slip box and the contents. The steelbook and disc didn't come with this one, so but I've got another edition that I've kind of kept with this, so we'll show that in a minute. Okay, so this was the UK edition that we got. It's got a really nice lenticular on here with a lot of depth. And if we move it, you can see the exoskeleton. Move it back. And what's really nice is you've got the gun here with his hand as well, and as you turn it, you see the hand as well. So that's a really nice lenticular here. And on the back, you just got the information and the tech specs. And this is rating 12, this one, so yeah, it was this one came with a special bonus disc as well, so we'll take it off. There's the inside, again the back, same as the slip box. Then we open it up and we've got the bonus features disc, which I think was exclusive to this edition. Now I've actually got the 3D copy in here. This came with the Dolby Atmos soundtrack and the standard Blu-ray with some special features in there as well. So yeah, that was the UK, one of the UK editions we got. I believe there was a steelbook. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was kind of like more of a white design. I wasn't that keen on that design, if I remember, so I went for this slip box version. Also included, you've got this nice sort of little poster here with the He's Back logo, and you can kind of see some of the sort of exoskeleton on the skull is sort of showing through here. That's quite nice. It's just the title of the film, and this is kind of like, you can see a little bit of it sort of debossing, embossing on here, so it's kind of slightly raised this. So yeah, that's quite a nice little bonus. Now, one thing I did have with this set was, again, another lenticular magnet, which has got a really nice lenticular. So if we move it, there you can see sort of part of the skeleton skull and then his face. And then if we totally move it, that's better. There we go. So there's quite nice transition on this. As you can see, it's picking it up on the camera. So yeah, that's just a nice nice lenticular magnet there. And we also get some art cards. I'll just get these out. So you get that nice front image there, the exoskeleton, and on the back, and you can see these are sort of embossed. Yep, certainly raised on here. There's some very nice art cards. One of the Sarah Connor and Arnold. A nice one there. Really like this image, kind of like a montage of I think this may have been available on some of the Blu-ray releases at the time. There's a slightly different one there, very similar, but yeah, and again on the back it's just all pretty much like this. So my number on the edition that's limited to 1,000 was 153. And then we've got an image there of Arnold on the back. You get some art cards, the T800. All of these have Terminator Genisys on the back. The T3000. Sarah Connor. Carl Reese, played by Jai Courtney. And the T800. Nice image there with a sort of exoskeleton sort of exposed, shall we say. Okay, so on to the second Film Arena edition. Now, they went all out with lots of different sort of premium releases for this film. I think there's quite a few companies that produce some sort of limited editions, and you know, even we got in the UK, I know we got the slip box that I showed you with the lenticular, and there was a steelbook. I think there's various versions. I think they really kind of heavily marketed this one and wanted to make quite a bit of money probably from the physical releases on this film. Maybe it didn't do as well as they hoped at the box office, but so yeah, so there's some nice physical releases released. So with this one, it's got a nice sort of image there of the Terminator, and it's kind of dissolving here. I think this was the sort of T3000 which they showed in the film, and again you got the title at the bottom there. Slightly different phrase on the top there, reset the future, and then on the side you got the title again, and then on the back another nice image of the Terminator skull, and this is sort of embossed. So yeah, really nice sort of thick cardboard slipcase. And again, this one was limited to 2,000 copies, and my number was 671. Again, I can't quite remember whether I kept the steelbook from this set or whether I, again, because there were so many different releases at the time, I may have picked up a different release and replaced it. I can't quite remember, but anyway, I know I've got two lenticular magnets on here, which I think was part of certainly one of the releases, but I'm not sure whether it was both. So it was a while ago that I picked these up, but anyway, there's a nice image here of the exoskeleton sort of side profile. Sorry about that glare. Then on the back, that sort of similar image. This one's not, oh yeah, it's a little bit, but there's more depth to this one. And we take the lenticular off the front, and oh, actually that's the back. There's an image there, and then we take it off the front, and a very nice steelbook with some debossed border and embossed title treatment with that sort of skull, sort of with a spot gloss finish. So that's very nice. It's like a matte finish, this one. And then you've got the title. And then on the inside, oh yeah, there's some art cards. I'll show you those in a minute. Yeah, actually I think this is a German edition, looking at this, because there's the German logo there. I think I may have sold the steelbook and then replaced it with this German edition. I know that there was a lot of different steelbooks for these this film. So that's a 3D disc and the 2D disc with the special features. And then you got a nice sort of montage image there of the main characters in the film. So yeah, really nice steelbook. Really nice one, that. So in this edition you get a nice booklet as well. Really nice image on the front there of the Terminator. And on the back you get Arnold and the punks from 1984. So we'll just quickly flick through this. Some nice images. So yeah, this film kind of sort of retold events that you sort of saw in the first film, with obviously with the T-1000. Obviously not Robert Patrick this time round, but yeah, it got a little bit confusing, to be honest. They sort of tried to mix it up a bit and change it, and it was nice to see sort of the old Arnie sort of, you know, coming back from the future and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, I still find it an entertaining film to watch, but certainly not as good as the first two. I'd put this more on a par with maybe sort of Terminator 3, really. You know, this is a really good stunt. They kind of heavily put this in the trailers, if I remember. So you kind of knew, and to be honest, there was a lot in the trailer, if I remember. That period where they were so sort of showing so much in trailers, it was almost like you're seeing all of the film, which they're kind of starting to sort of go back to sort of showing more selective stuff on trailers, which I think is really how it should be. It's quite a cool character, you know. He's got some good ideas, but it I don't know, just didn't really work. Well, in my opinion, anyway. But so there, a nice booklet, and we also get some art cards as well. Different images again, same sort of back on here again. That's the T-3000. There we go. Some nice, yeah, nice art cards there. So guys, that was just an in-depth look at the two Terminator Genisys editions that I have. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be back for part 6, the final part, where we look at Terminator Dark Fate. Hope you've enjoyed this series of mini-series of videos I've been doing on the Terminator films. If you haven't seen the other ones in the series, please go back and look at my channel. Start right the way from Terminator, Terminator 2, Terminator 3, Salvation, and now Genisys. So yeah, okay, so take care guys, see you in the next one. Bye now.